Tuned into Overview Music.
Overview Music.
You're locked in to the Overview Music podcast.
You're tuned into the sounds of that pure vibrant
LSD.
So transmissions.
Overview.
All right. It's that time of the month of the year. It is Overview Music Podcast time. This is season 4, episode 7. And as always, we've got a big action-packed show for you today.
I want to treat that.
Stay locked in because we've got plenty and big music. I'm going straight in with this first one. This is a brand new track on Overview from Skantia. It's called 2 Drill. This is going to be a bit of an anthem. Alongside Charlie, watching.
I want to treat that. I want to treat that. I want to treat that.
So yeah, this is taken from Skantia's first ever single on Overview. We've known Charlie a long time and it's really cool to have him releasing on Overview. And yeah, just going on with a bit of a one-track single right here. And I think, as you can agree, that is fairly large.
I want to treat that.
It's going to be out very soon. I want to say on the 6th of October. So make sure you stream it, make sure you pre-order it and all that. Alright, we've got another one here from Ground. This time his remix of Buunshin Retaliate out on Nui. Don't get enough Ground music these days. He's a very busy boy. He was out on our writers camp in Amsterdam at the weekend. We're doing writers camps now because writers camps are so cool. I mean, I know it's a bit 2021, but we're catching up and we're doing them. So we're gonna have plenty of great music from some fantastic producers, obviously.
Precision whenever we come round.
Alright, I've been slamming this track and this particular album. This is from QZB's album, Future. Thinking? Future Forward? Yeah, sick. Anyway, this is Point Precision with MCXL.
Keeps on giving. It's got me on the billing. Now I'm vibing and I'm chilling. Let me liven up your feelings. Want the prize, so keep on winning. Don't never ever stop.
Watch me pepper in the drop, come in second when you block. I'll go like bulldozer, leveling your block. Got you sweating on your job, don't forget to make it pop. Gotta always come correct, premium select. Check the dialect, when we're firing up the set. We'll keep the beat spinning like tires in the wet. Sound like electric, let the lightning hit the deck.
So I can in fact confirm that QZB's album is called Future Forever. Remember that Future in it? I should know this. I've been really enjoying this album a lot. I actually think it's going to be one of the real standout releases of the year. whatever my personal opinion may matter to you. And yeah, some amazing music.
Don't never ever stop.
The Swiss, they just know how to do it well. They just know how to do it well. So big up to the QZB boys. I know that has taken a lot of work. And it would really help if people could remember the exact title of it. It's Future Forever. And that's obviously going to be out on Critical Music. Right, I should probably get back into the presenting of the show. And play some fresh, forthcoming overview for you. This is Ill Truth on their first EP on the label. This is called Tornado, and another tune that I've been slamming a lot recently. Big up to the Hayden and Jay every time. They have got their first release on OV. I've been waiting for, I want to say 2 to 3 years for this release, to be honest with you, but they've finally done it and it is very, very good. We've also got a really special live stream coming up very soon. We went to Cheddar Gorge, which is the famous place where the cheese is mined, and we lugged up a generator up to the top of this gorge and we filmed a video, like a DJ set with drones, and I think it's going to be really good. So keep a watch out for that, as well as their EP, obviously. Right, going into some music here from Ill Truth, label Truth Hertz. This is Minor Forms, Fresh Flavour. That wasn't even the drop. I went in for the drop, but it wasn't. So yeah, if you didn't know, Ill Truth have created their own label, Truth Hertz, and they've been putting out some good releases. This is on their first VA. I can't remember what the VA is called, but this is a big tune for Minor Forms.
Fresh, 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 fresh.
A producer that you should hopefully know by now. If not, definitely go check him out. He had a track on Zone 3 and has a single coming on Sober Sound, making that really vibey Bristol rollers. And one of my recommendations of artists that are doing really well at the moment. Big up to Minor Forms. I'm kind of going on this whole kind of like Bristol flavour start, to be honest with you. I don't know quite, it just happens sometimes, and that is the music that I got this month. So we're going to keep it Bristol for you. Although we're gonna have some Bristol rollers that are from Russia and Holland. This is Nymfo and Untrue. track entitled Brainstorm. That's out on Data. Big up to all the Data fam. And this is another big tune.
I'm a politician, we don't hate, I'm just bad boy, you know.
Data, a label that just keep on putting out consistently great music. Data Music, definitely go check them out if you have not already. Big up to Traffic, just pulling out the bangers as always.
I'm a politician, we don't hate, I'm just bad boy, you know.
I don't know what it is about producers that are not from Bristol making music that sounds like it's from Bristol. I mean, I guess people just like to make music that is good, and this is a sound that is very good. I mean, is it Bristol? I guess it is from Bristol. Oh, Bristol. I probably will be plugging quite a bit today that Overview is going to be in Bristol. That is something that I very desperately need to plug today. So you're definitely not going to be able to get away with not hearing about that. Because we're doing 5 years of Overview at Clock Factory Bristol. October 6th. Alright, going into my favourite non-Bristol producer. This is Molecular with Conscious Decision. This is out on his recent dubplate. Just consistently pulling out the bangers. Definitely do go and check out his dub pack. He's got like 10 tunes on there. I believe he's put it on Bandcamp. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's a USB dub pack. I think it's just like buying dubs. But obviously he's going to make loads of money off that. And not being funny, but if this is the quality of the tracks that haven't made his album, because he's doing an album for Sobersound, if you didn't know, I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you that. I definitely am. If this is the quality of tracks that is already on there, not on there, I dread to think what his album's going to be like. Big up to the RAF. Big up to all my Porto crew as well. Love a bit of the Portugueses. Alright, we're flying all around the world right now. We're going to Romania now with my favourite Romanian duo. That is dotdash and azotix. Azotix? We'll just call him Azo. This is Speed By. This is out on Zone 3 right now on Overview Music. And you know what you need to do.
Play it loud when you speed by. Play it when you speed by.
do want to give a big thank you to everyone that has supported Zone 3. The project has gone off fantastically. I am super proud of what we put together, and we've had so much support. Thank you so much to all the artists that have provided us music, and it's gone to like number 2 on all genres on Beatport. Now I know that's not everything, but we put a lot into that, and to get the response has been phenomenal, so thank you. Alright, I'm going into an overview classic here. That is because Monrroe is going to be our special guest at 5 years of overview at Clock Factory, and this is his remix of Wingz' Lost Moments. This was released in 2020 or 2021, maybe 2021. I can't actually remember what this was released for. But this is Monrroe on Overview, and as said, you can see him at 5 years of Overview at Clock Factory. We definitely want some people to get along to that. It's going to be an amazing night, celebrating 5 years of the label. And that isn't the first time I'm going to mention it today. Alright, moving over. I don't know what my pronunciations are going on today. I really am not concentrating enough. This is IMANU and KUCKA. It's called It's Our Destiny. D&B VIP. So John IMANU is actually in town when we're doing our 5 years of overview at Bristol. He is doing another show at another club, which, I mean, obviously, if you want to go to that, you're more than welcome to go to that. I think, obviously, you probably want to go to 5 years of overview at Clock Factory. I probably will mention as well that we are going to be doing an after party at Basement 45 from 3 a.m. till they make us get out. So if you want to come along to that as well. That is going to be a good way to end. Those feeling brave enough. Susie, what you could do if you were going to go to the IMANU show is go to the IMANU show, then come along to the after party, the 5 years of overview after party at Basement 45. I mean, that's just a bit of a suggestion that I have for you.
Take the blows and hits that it's giving. Right out.
Big up on the Bristol crew.
We keep hitting. Hold down the whole.
Right, we're going to Perth right now. This is Terrence and Phillip, Bear Up and Inja.
With it, smile through the darkest days that we live.
This one is called
The Passion and Love that some missing. Hold
track title.
Cause my heart's forgiven.
This is called Hearts Forgiven.
That's the mission. That's the mission. That's the mission. Hold no grudge, cause my heart's forgiven.
Yeah. Oh, there's the 4/4 switch.
That's the mission.
It's 2023, you need a 4/4 switch. Big up to Terrence and Phillip.
We're alive, so we're living, let's live. That's the mission. We're alive, so we're living, let's live. That's the mission. We're alive, so we're living, let's live. That's the mission. We're alive, so we're living, let's live.
So I believe that is actually out on the first Terrence and Phillip fully EP, which can be out on T&P recordings, I imagine. Big up to the boys in Perth. We got something exclusive here. This is Trex remix of GORE by T-Man and Operate.
Let me go again, time to flow again. I stood static, but I've decided to grow again. I know some peeps are gonna try step on my toe again, but I just have to hit him with that catastrophic blow again. I got a show again, I'm getting dough again. Shut it down, then the chronic coffee blow again. Still moving at pace, I ain't ever going slow again. I was down and out, but now I'm moving like a pro again. Lost a bro again, turned into a pro again. Realized that's someone I thought I knew I didn't know again. Someone's looking at me through the crosshair of their bow again. Trying to turn my passion and my joy into a woe again. But I took flight, moving like a crow again. I'm seeing the fruits, but the seeds I have to sow again. No one bringing me down, I don't need to feel low again. Time dipping into the generalissimo again. Let me go again.
Probably should also mention that we're going to be in Sheffield this Friday at Dryad Works. You're going to be able to see Operate and T-Man there, alongside Visage, Strategy, Waze, Ruben, Rizzle. It's a big lineup. Probably the biggest lineup that we've done outside of Bristol or London. And we're on the Sinai rig as well. Big sound system, no sound restrictions, in a warehouse in Sheffield. Doesn't that sound like a great thing to be attending? So if anyone is from Sheffield or the surrounding areas and wants to come along to a really sick night, I really recommend that one. Okay, sliding over to a very special track here from Myth and Jabaru. This is called Mist. This is out on the new Jabaru project. As I'm sure a few people know, he passed away, and this one is really cool. So this is out on a Jabaru sort of various artist projects spearheaded by Hugo from Drumad, and all the money is going to be raised for mental health awareness. Pretty cool project, some amazing music. I might well play some more music of that in next month's episode. Big up. Alright, I'm going to the classic section because Workforce, Mr. Jack Spectrasoul of ex-Spectrasoul fame, is headlining. I'm going to play a few of his old bangers.
Fire,
blaze up. Tell them now, say that the fire we gon' wake up. More fire now, we gon' blaze up. Tell them say that the fire we gon' blaze up. Blaze up. Oh fire, we gon' wake up. Now we have to tell them a fire we gon' blaze up. Oh fire, we gon' blaze up. Tell them it's the truth, say the fire we gon' wake up. Say north, south, east and west. Well, we could tell them we seek out the blessing. Well, say no other herb can test it. Well, me have to show them ready. Well, give me the test and give me the test and give me the test, yeah. Give me the test and give me the test, it's all the higher. Well, give me the test and give me the test and give me the test, yeah. Real jungle appreciation, you see? Come with it!
So this has to be one of the first tracks that I had on vinyl all the way back in 2008. I don't know if you know, but I actually started mixing on vinyl. This was a huge anthem around sort of 2009, released on Metalheadz, 4 Points. And yeah, this was just a real inspiration for drum and bass back then. For my journey in drum and bass, at least. So yeah, I'm gonna play a few Jag Workforce bangers because he is headlining our Clock Factory overview show October 6th. Come along. And I just wanted to dig out a few tracks that kind of really inspired myself. And I used to rinse. I used to really rinse. So I used to also rinse this one. This one is Icicle and Spectrasoul. A track called Body Language out on Shogun Limited. And I think I picked up the white label of it in Arcade Bass and just have rinsed it and rinsed it. Really, really sick track. Just got this really like clock's ticking. I mean, you can't go wrong with a good clock ticking, can you? So come on out and watch some clock ticking music at the Clock Factory if you can in Bristol. So good. I used to love this sort of era of Spectrasoul. That whole kind of like 2009, 2010 onwards sort of era of Shogun. Real sort of golden era for me, and yeah, big inspiration as to why I'm doing what I'm doing today. I'm not just going to stick to old Spectrasoul classics. I think we need to play some Workforce as well, as they're going to be future classics. That's what I'm going to say. They're going to be future classics. This is one of my favourites off of Must Make, which is of course Workforce's new label that he has started up, going solo. I've had the real pleasure of helping organise some of the Must Make events down at the Volks, and they have been some of my favourite events that I've ever helped to do. The Volks has just been incredible. So if you do want to come along to a Volks show with Must Make, I would highly recommend it. And this one here is called Fragments. I believe this is out on his late night soundtrack. Soundtracks, something like that. And this is All the Vibes. just beautiful music, art, as some people like to call it. Pretentious, so pretentious. It's art, you know. It's more than just music, it's art. But in all seriousness, like, you know, kind of is. But yeah, very, very honoured to have Workforce headline the show. That is kind of the first time that he's ever played an overview show. So I'm hoping that there's going to be a good crowd in there for him. So make sure you get along. But I told you I was going to be plugging this show today. I really told you I was going to be plugging it. It's because we need people to turn up, that's why. We're also going to be like filming it. We're also doing a music video, and it's going to be a wild one, I'm not going to lie. Something fresh here from Creatures. This is Moment in Time. Will come an overview.
And that was a moment frozen in time.
This is going to be out on the new Creatures project. That is the Laser Beam Dreams EP. That's going to be out a little bit later in October. You'll be seeing that one coming. I'm going to play a couple more of the tracks in the show. And you can't go wrong with a bit of Harvey Creatures, can you?
And that was a moment frozen in time.
Minimal jump up, bro. A real life Bristol producer from Bristol. He is actually from Bristol. And you're also going to be able to see him at Clog Factory as well. Which is kind of like a little bit of his like EP party. We're going to be down there. He's going to be doing a set with Codebreaker. And I'm going to play the title track of the EP. That's the last tune in the show. So that is even more reason to stick with us. And I promise I'll try to stop going on about the Bristol show quite as much. But I can't make any promises.
And that was a moment frozen in time.
Or I'm going to get into some fresh music here from Critical. This is Envy and Molecular. Black Opal. I feel like every podcast I do, there is always a lot of molecular music. Rafi's just a machine. He just consistently is releasing the goods. something in that water in Porto. Maybe he's just drinking a lot of port, I don't know. Alright. Something fresh here from a Portuguese label, Eku. This is by Reknek, called Ursa Major. Big up to the Reknek. Played a lot of Reknek in the show in recent months. Really talented producer. Was given his kind of profile. I don't know where I'm going with this. From Nami and another talented Buunshin. Which I know can be a little bit controversial these days. Like that thing of like art versus we're gonna get into some like serious podcast debate now. You know, the art versus the artist. Not that I think there's I'm definitely not gonna open this can of worms. But Reknek does make some good music, that's what I will say. So thank you to whoever wants to take my thanks. Alright, got some more fresh critical here. There's been a lot of critical dubs in today's show. Hopefully Badger doesn't tell me off too badly. I love you, Badge. This is Vizsla and dotdash, The Brim.
Smoke.
Critical are putting out some heat right now. Consistently good music, obviously. That is what Critical do so well. Critical make music, Pit Flip podcast music.
Twisted, lifted, soulful little misfit, halfway round the world.
Alright, something here from Monrroe and Dusky.
Dirty white trousers from the rave. I learned lifestyle to your face. Conjure from an error, lost in the jungle while fella. The show don't stop, the cast it gets better. In a generation where it's all been done, do it better. I'm no idol, Haven't read the Bible. Elevate, not separate, that's educate the spiteful. Ear and an eyeful, spot me on arrival. Vacant on your incline, present when you spiral. Just a twisted, lifted, soulful little misfit. Halfway round the world and on a wave. 35 hours on a plane. Dirty white trousers from the rave. Alert lifestyle to your face, I'm like say. Hit it with the ace. Venture around the globe for a taste. Flavors get changed. I just learned to embrace. 9-bar gum finger signal by my waist, no trace.
Yeah, that is taken out of Monrroe's new EP on Shogun. Good to see Monrroe back with a quite complete body of work. He has quite the complete body. Alright, going into some more forthcoming brand new overview. This is Creatures and Filth, track entitled SOS. And this is out on the new Creatures EP. It's a bit of an epic track. To Creatures and Filth. Banger. Alright, got a third plate here from a producer called Conspiracy. This is called Track to Beat. It's something fresh and exclusive. Got to support the up and coming producers as well, not always just the established dogs, and that's what we do as well on this podcast. Big up to Conspiracy.
Trying to feel my feelings discreetly, protecting my heart so that they don't defeat.
Alright, got a track here from Pinks. This is a remix.
Right. She's in my dreams, now I'm in
Chamber, Her Story.
Cause I just wanna know what's her story. Cause I just wanna know what's her story.
going to be out on Incursion's remix project. Pinks is one of the Overview mentees. It's really great to see some actual real-life released music. The system works. And obviously we'll be taking our like 50% cut of the... That's a joke, that's a joke, it's a joke. No, it's always really great to see that happen, and hopefully some more of it from the other mentees. No pressure. More exclusive music. This is Rhizome, Acid Bop, bit of a dub plate. Rhizome, another Bristol producer. I swear all the producers are just from Bristol, aren't they? Half the drum and bass just lives in Bristol. I do love Bristol though. I think I totaled up that I've actually been to Bristol 8 times in the last month. Cool story, Pete. Anyway, we're going to play our dub of the month. Always the most iconic section of the show. This is something exclusive from Jarafield. It's called Cola, the Distant Relationships mix.
See how she looks like trouble. See how she dances and she sips the Coca-Cola. She can't tell the difference yet. That's what you're coming for, but we don't wanna let you in it. You talk it back to the floor, asking what's happening. It's getting late now, hey now. Enough of the arguments. She sips the Coca-Cola, she can't tell the difference yet. That's what you're coming for, but we don't wanna let you in it. You talk it back to the floor, asking what's happening. It's getting late now, hey now. Enough of the arguments. She sips the Coca-Cola, she can't tell the difference yet. She can't tell the difference yet. You can't tell by your face yet.
Very melancholic vibe here. Jarfield has what's going on at the moment. There's some big news incoming, which I'm not going to say much more about.
That's what you're coming for. They don't wanna let you in. Talk it back to the floor, asking what's happening. It's getting late now.
I'm such a gossip, I can't help myself.
She sips the Coca-Cola, she can't tell the difference yet. That's what you're coming for.
All the love to Kiana though, she has been smashing it in the last, well, since we've known each other. And yeah, some amazing things happening, and very proud, very proud. Just always making out there, different, scene invigorating, boundary pushing, all the cliches. Music for it's art. It's not just music, it's art. but it kind of is. Also, a Bristol producer. Kind of Bristol. Half Bristol, half Hong Kong. The best of what a combination of worlds, really. I really love this one though. The vocal is haunting. The whole atmosphere of this.
She sees the vision gone.
You know what? We're very nearly at the last track of the whole show. Just gonna play the title track of Harvey Creatures' EP. Bit of a world exclusive premiere for you right now. This is Laser Beam Dreams with Codebreaker.
Esoteric scenes, nighttime fiends. Belly of the beast, living laser beam dream. Coca-Cola girl, silhouette in strobe light. Wine by the speaker where the bass face is packed tight. Burst of feedback, engineer, fix the mic. In come the work guy, climatize the people, right. Smoke box emanates the hazy vapor. Center stage prime for this dub plate flavor. Now in step the Sennheiser strapped stranger. Grinning in the booth, clutching fruits of his labor. He draws the first weapon, takes a breather. Vibe so intense you can smell him in the ether. The introduction sounds signal the believer. 1 part anticipation, 10 parts fever. Esoteric scenes, nighttime fiends. Just gagging for a fix that we carefully weaned. When the downbeat hits, everybody's on the team. In this belly of the beast, living laser beam dreams. Belly of the beast, living laser beam dreams. Belly of the beast, living laser beam dreams. Belly of the beast, living laser beam dream. We draws the first weapon.
Proper murky.
The introduction sounds
bit of like a 2012 vibe to it, as someone pointed out.
Esoteric scenes, nighttime fiends.
Codebreaker on overview though. Very special moment.
Belly of the beast, living laser beam dream. Coca-Cola girl, silhouette in strobe light. Wine by the speaker where the bass face is packed tight. Burst of feedback, engineer, fix the mic. In come the work guy, climatize the people, right. Smoke box emanates the hazy vapor. Center stage prime for this dub plate flavor. Now in step the Sennheiser strapped stranger. Grinning in the booth, clutching fruits of his labor. He draws the first weapon, takes a breather. Vibe so intense you can smell him in the ether. The introduction sounds signal the believer. 1 part anticipation, 10 parts fever. Esoteric scenes, nighttime fiends. Just gagging for a fix that we carefully weaned. When the downbeat hits, everybody's on the team. In this belly of the beast, living laser beam dreams. Belly of the beast, living laser beam dreams.
Alright. That is it for today's show. As always, thank you so much to all the artists that provided music. If you can, do go and support them. I'm going to be back next month for another show, obviously.
Beats, living laser, beam, dream.
If you can, go support any of the music. If it's out, if it's not out, keep a watch out for it. Support it when it is here. And yeah, thank you so much to Harvey Creatures for this one, serenading us off.
Beats, living laser, beam, dream.
Please come along to Clock Factory at Bristol. Yeah, if you can, do go sign up to our Patreon as well to support this show and support Overview. Help us continue to carry on doing what we're doing, bringing you these fantastic podcast episodes. So obviously, as is accustomed to every ending of every show, I'm going to read out the Patreon exclusive shout out. That means if you sign up to Patreon, you can get your name read out. I've always struggled now of how to actually do this. I'm going to move in slowly like this. And then I'm going to read them out one by one. Obviously, every time. I'm going to do that. Be very careful, very careful. All right, big shout out to Abstract, Adam, Alchemia, Alex, Alexandra, Alex M96, Anton Kunzel, Anthony, Armin Ruttlinger, Ati, Benoit, Big Clip, Brady Buchanan, Brad Wallace, Brian Grimlet, Canberra House Social, Kays, Charlie, Sliddle, Chris, Christopher Larson, Codin, Conrad Sherb, Cause, Daniel Bromley, Daniel Watts, Dark Bone, David Kishiel, DJ WMD, Drum Jockey Forks, Dubell, Ed Price, Elar Mahide, Eldon, Ellis Coates, Encoder, Felix Fluch, Frank Pomes, Fred Mowbray, Gene Paul DJ, Gregory Smith, Henry Milne, High Dimension, Hypnotic, 512, Initial Risk, Isaac, Ollie, Jack Goodsell, Jacob Reedy, James Buxton, James Perez, but not that James Perez. James Perez like Alex Perez. Hilarious. James Stevenson, James Stewart, Jasmine Bull. Big up to Jasmine Bull. Out there in the Kiwi, all my Kiwi crew. Joe Ozan, Yuri, Juiced, Josh, Killer Cam X, Kim Delahaye, Larkin, Lee Bowman, Lee Medal, Liam Gauchi, Liam Sargent, Lockie, Luke Dawson, Mark Tipper, Matt, Matthew Williams, Maywood, Melia Fulton, Michael, Milo Newton, Mo, Yam Yam Ya, big up to the Yam Yam Ya crew. Love you guys, as always. Mr. Rayner, big up to Mr. Rayner as well. Nicolo Kunev, Nolan Manoy, Obscure, Ollie Johnson, Patrick Royer, Istique, Penixney, obviously big up to Pexney every time. Ragler, Reed Griffin, Richard Bellaby, Riggs, Riley Cahill, Rob Ferry, Robert Lager, Rolls, Ross Packham Brown, Ryan Steed, Sam Phillips, Daniel Prado, Sarah Allen, Sen Lanucci, Sean Fleming, Stephen Dadswell, Thomas Tided, Todd Paul, Tushaka, Unique and the Fam, Released Hills Are Alive. He wants the Hills of Alive. Maybe that will come one day. Maybe Unique, maybe. We'll see what happens. I love that he's communicated me in this method. This is amazing. Big up yourself, Unique. Victor Lambert, Visualize NYC, Vlad Levkin, Wave Shader, Wildstorm, DMB, Wilfried, Yasmin Long, and Ubercraft. And that is it. That is actually the end of the episode. Big up to everybody that does support us on Patreon. You are my favorite people ever. We've got some plenty of great stuff coming as always on the Patreon. Anybody else, please come along to the shows at the Clock Factory, Sheffield. We've got other stuff coming up. Brighton, Guildford, I believe we're doing a show in Guildford as well. So yeah, lots going on as always. Plenty of great music incoming. and just generally a lot. I'm actually having a baby very soon as well. So that's going to be happening. I'm going to see how it is, whether or not I am able to actually make October. Well, you know, all being well and good, I should be able to make October podcast. November's podcast should be when baby is here. So going to be interesting how, you know, everything. Maybe I'm going to have a month off to have a baby. I hope that people aren't going to hate me for that, because that might need to happen. I might need to be focused on being a dad. So yeah, that's happening. Any other big news? I think that's pretty big news. Yeah, just as always, keep it with us. Also, we went viral on TikTok the other day, which was quite hilarious. We got 500,000 views on some video of Dan Spective rewinding a track. Big up to Dan Spective for that one. I thank you a lot. That's helped increase our follower count quite a lot. There's probably some other stuff that I'm forgetting, but I'm I need to go to the toilet. And yeah, I think that's just about me wrapped up. Thank you very much. Hopefully be back for another episode next month, all being well and good. Take care of yourself. Lots of love. Big up. Shout out. Inside the Raider Lighter Crew. Bloop, 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 bloop.